Unit 2 Dream Jobs.
Hello and welcome to online learning with me, Teacher Carlos. So I hope you guys are ready to move on to the next lesson. We are moving a bit quicker, so hopefully we're going to do more activities before we get started on the next lessons or the next unit. So let's go ahead and knock these out. I know these are a little bit more difficult because we are writing a lot, so we have to make sure we are writing our sentences correctly, and we are making sure those sentences are perfect. So I want them perfect for your tests. So maybe we'll have one test just to see how you guys are doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You want to open up your workbook, and that workbook is exercise lesson 5. So lesson 5, page 20. Yisip. So page 20. Page Yisip. So let's go ahead and get started. Jump into letter A, unscramble and number. Here we are, page 20, page Yisip. This is going to be on your workbook, lesson 5, skills up. So let's take a look at letter A, unscramble and number. So it looks like we have some vocabulary words, some different vocabularies from our student book, lesson 5. First is delicious. So this is delicious, travel, package, and crowded. You may want to go ahead and practice saying these words. Delicious, travel, package, crowded. So we have to look at these words and see which one they fit. So we're going to change these words and make sure we put them in the right area. So for number 1, we have to see what these letters spell out. So we have O, W, C, R, D, E, D. Which one of the, this has a C, C, and C. But it looks like it would be crowded. So if we just change these words, we have O has an O, W has a W, C has a C, R has an R, D has a D, 2 D's and an E. So this would be crowded. So which one of these pictures means crowded? This one, or this one, or this one? So we have to write the number on these boxes here, 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 and here. So the word crowded means this. So many people. Many, many people. So we write number 1 here. So many people. Next word. Oustdecili. That looks like it is, do we know? It looks like that is delicious. So which one of these means delicious? Aroy māk. So which one does the aroy māk? I believe it would be with the ice cream. Aroy. Okay, delicious. Next, number 3 we have here. So no more delicious, no more crowded. So we have travel and package. We have 2 pictures. So this one has a P, so this would be package. And number 3 would be, which one's a package? Like when you shop on Shopee or Lazada, you get a package. So that is this one here, package. And the last one we know is travel, because that is the last remaining word. And travel means going around the world, seeing great. So these are different vocabulary words that we only looked at one time on our stories in lesson 5, unit 2. So delicious, travel, package, and crowded. Those are different words we should know. So practice spelling those words. And now let's go ahead and move on to letter B. Letter B has match and write. So it looks like we are going to be drawing a line and completing sentences. So you want to go ahead and complete these sentences with the help of your student book. So you may also want to take out your student book, and your student book would be on page 24. So let's go ahead and also pull that out, and it may help you with this exercise. So let's go ahead and get started with letter B. Letter B. Okay, letter B, match and write. So we have to match these sentences and write them down correctly. So with the help of our student book, page 24, this student book right here, we're going to go ahead and see how these sentences match. So we're going to look at this paragraph here, and let's try to see if we can make these sentences click. So number one, do you, and then we have packages to people. Do you like ice cream? Do you people use bike messengers, or do you eat ice cream every day? So let's take a look here. Oh, we have the answer right here, the first one. Do you like ice cream? So we're going to go ahead and draw a line from here to the correct one. Do you, and then we write, do you like ice cream? Question mark, because it is a question. So let's go ahead and write that there. Do you like ice cream? Good job. Next one, ice cream taste tasters, package to people. Ice cream taste tasters, people use bike messengers, or ice cream taste tasters eat ice cream every day. So let's go ahead and read from here. There's a perfect job for you. Be an ice cream taste tester. Ice cream taste testers eat ice cream every day. So we have it right there. All right. So we know which one it is. So ice cream tasters eat ice cream every day. So let's go ahead and write that down. Oops. So ice cream taste testers eat ice cream every day, period. All right, there you go. Next, looks like we're moving on to the next one. Bike messengers take packages to people, or bike messengers take people use bike messengers. Oh, that does not make sense. So let's take a look at the next one. If you like to ride your bike, how about being a bike messenger? Bike messengers ride their bikes and take packages to people. Okay, so we know what that is. So let's connect that to the correct one and write the sentence. So bike messengers take packages to people, period. Okay, good job. And the last one, we should already know because it's the last one remaining. So that's why people use bike messengers, which is our last sentence here. That's why people take bike messengers. So let's go ahead and write that down, and we can go ahead and move on. So that's capital T, big T. That's why people use bike messengers. Sweet. So I hope you guys are able to find those sentences correctly. That way you can make sure you read, be able to read other words and other new sentences. So that's really great. Make sure you have both your student book and workbook because they do help how you do your work. So let's go ahead and move on to page 21. And page 21, we can go ahead and do letter C. So page 21, letter C. Oh, I'm sorry, page 21, letter A. So we are going to be circling some things on letter A, and we can go ahead and do those on our own. So I don't think we would need the workbook here, but if you want, you can turn to page 25 on your student book, and that would help you out as well. So let's go ahead and get started on page 21 on your workbook. Page 21. Here we are on page 21. Let's take a look at letter A. Page 21 on your workbook, letter A. So these are easy here. All we have to do is read and circle. So we are going to need 4 circles. Let's go ahead and put them right over here. And we'll go ahead and get started with number 1. So number 1, what do you want to be, or what does you want to be? So we are using the word you. So we should know that would be do. So what do you want to be? All right, so do. Good job. I want be a nurse, or I want to be a nurse. All right, so we should know that already. We should know that it is want to. I want to be a nurse. Good job, want to. Do not forget that. So what do she want to do, or what does she want to do? So we have the word she. We have a pronoun she. So that would be does. What does she want to be? All right. And the last one, she want to go to an amusement park. She wants to go to an amusement park. So if we have an answer, positive statement on she, so that would be she wants to. She wants to. All right, good job. She wants to go to an amusement park. Okay, that should be pretty easy there. Okay, so that was pretty easy. We should know these sentences by now. So it's a lot of repeat, a lot of the same questions. Let's just hope they get in your head. So we are going to move on to letter B, look and write. So we are going to look at some pictures and we are going to complete the sentences using some words that are there provided. So let's go ahead and go on to letter B. Letter B, look and write on page 21. So letter B, we're going to be on letter B, look and write. So we have 3 words here. Music lessons, reporter, my own room. So we have number 1 completed. Number 1, we take a look at this one here. So we have the sentences, so we have to complete the sentence. We have you, so we put do. What do you want to have? This is something you have. Okay, and the answer is I want to have, we use the word have, my own room. My own room. So I want to have my own room. And it looks like the boy here is thinking about having his room. So that's why we write, I want to have my own room. Okay, so let's see how we can do number 2. So what number 2? We have what blank she blank be. So we should know this sentence here, since we have the word she pronoun in a question, we know that is does. What does she, and our verb that we've been studying, what does she want to be? So what does she want to be? It looks like she wants to be, she wants, with an S, to be a reporter. She wants to be a reporter. All right, so make sure we have here be a reporter. Have my own room. So let's take a look at, so then we use reporter, right? So we cross off reporter because we use that here. And the last one we have is music lessons. So what do you do with music lessons? So it looks like he wants to play the trumpet, right? So what blank he blank take? So take is something you take for yourself. So what, since we have he on a question, it doesn't change. So what does he want to, what does he want to take? What does he want to take? He wants, with an S, right? And then what is our final word here we have? So he wants to take, from this word here, take, whoops, 1 second there. He wants to take music lessons. So let me go ahead and pull that out here. Perfect. So he wants to take music lessons. Music lessons. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our last exercise. I hope that last exercise was not too tricky with the words have, be, and take. So remember, have, so you can say, I have a phone. So I have a phone. And you can say, I want to take music lessons. You can take many things. So let's go ahead and continue and finish our last exercise here for this video. That would be letter C. Letter C, look and write. Look and write. So we're going to be writing some sentences. Again, these are going to be a little different, hopefully with some different words. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Here we have letter C. Look and write. So let's take a look at the example sentence here. And we have a dream job and what they do in the dream job. So the first one is astronaut. And what does an astronaut do? Go to space. So we're going to write 2 sentences for each number. So for number 1, I, and then the sentence, I want to be an astronaut. So very easy. We should know these already. And what does an astronaut, what do you do as an astronaut? Go to space. So I want to go to space. Easy enough. So let's go ahead and get started on number 2. So under number 2, we have doctor. And what does a doctor do? Help sick people. So we have the name of a boy, Henry. Henry, what does Henry want to do? So, or what does Henry want to be? So Henry is a name which substitutes the pronoun he because it is a boy. So Henry wants, because again, like I said, it is a name of a boy. It's the same as saying he. He wants to be a doctor. He wants to be a doctor. And what does he want to do? He wants, same, he wants to help sick people. Pretty easy, huh? Now let's look at number 3. Number 3, we have Betty. Betty, it is a girl's name. That's why it says she. Okay, Betty. So Betty wants to, it looks like we have the words athlete, and what does an athlete do? Win gold medals. So Betty wants to be an athlete, right? Athlete, an athlete. And what does she want to do? She wants to win gold medal. Okay, so that does it for our lesson for today. I hope you guys learned how to structure your sentences correctly. Make sure we do not forget how to do that. So I want to thank you for joining me, Teacher Carlos, with online learning, and I hope to see you next time. We are going to continue this, continue our review for both Unit 1 and 2 on the exercises for our next video. So again, thank you very much. I'll see you next time.